Okay, so in today's video about JasmyCoin, I'm gonna talk a bit about the short-term price action in here, and I do see some bullish signs in this region, but today's video is not really going to be about what is happening in like very short term. No, in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about a potentially huge bullish pattern that could send JasmyCoin to a 2, maybe even 300% plus journey. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a great time with your family and loved ones, and let's just zoom in a bit more and talk about the short-term price action real quick and get it over with. There we go. Let's just delete this one. Okay, so here's the deal. In JasmyCoin, we can have two different scenarios. Scenario number one suggests that this is an A, and followed by that probably a triangle to about here into wave B, and another 5 wave up into our C leg. And because in this move down we actually took this low, maybe soon we are going to get a move down and take the lowest low down here about, let's say, 2.8 cents, and then after it we are going to get a huge bounce back and continue our uptrend. Can we have another possibility? Yes, I can tell you, maybe this is from this point an A, B, C structure up, and this can be 5 wave up, potentially into a larger degree wave 1, and from here to about this low we may have an ABC in form of an expanded flat into wave 2, and the current move up can be into a huge wave 3 and 4 and 5, and basically this scenario suggests that the bottom is in and we already started the next phase of the bull run. Now, which scenario is going to be in play? Well, there is no certainty in any market, and I just cannot tell you anything for sure, but the fact that in this move in Jasmy we actually took the highest side in this region, in my opinion, can be considered as a solid bullish sign, and it could potentially tip the scales towards maybe the bullish scenario a bit more than before. So overall in here I am actually seeing some optimistic signs, but I would rather wait a bit more and see some solid confirmations, and then at that point I'm going to be bullish with quite a bit of confidence. Now let's talk about the mid to long term scenario, and let's go on H1 time frame. Okay, so first things first, when I talk about the midterm price action, I mean potentially what might be next for Jasmy in the next couple of months. And here's the deal. If you just do not want to be involved in any kind of short-term price action, you should have your eyes on this important high in here about, let's say, 4.9 cents, and see, are we going to take it or not? Why is that? You see, if you want to argue in terms of Elliott waves, our bull run in Jasmy is over and we're just going to get a move down in order to set new lows, then okay, from the recent highest side, you must be able to find a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave. Now, here's the key. The rules for this 5 wave are, we should not have, in case of a normal 5 wave, overlapping of the waves between wave 2 and 4, and this is a very important point. In any kind of impulsive movement, wave 3 should not be the smallest wave. Understood? Okay, let's actually go on a less busy chart so you can see the structures a bit better, maybe on Coinbase. So here's the deal. Let's say from the current point we're going to get a move up in Jasmy in order to take this high. At that point, let me ask you this. How exactly are you able to say that this move is an impulse and not a very solid and clear 3-wave structure, or even a WXY? Doesn't really matter. For me at least, it is going to be quite hard to find an impulse in here, and I'm not going to say it's absolutely impossible to find. No, there is a chance that we may have a 5-wave down, but at that point, chances of that scenario will be quite lower than before, to a degree that is going to make me say, you know what, even in case of a bearish possibility in here going on, it's just not going to be my primary case, and my primary scenario suggests that our move up in JasmyCoin is going to continue for quite some time, and in it we are at least going to take the highest side in here for the first target around 5.9 cents, and we're going to go quite a bit higher than that. Understood? Okay. Now let's go back on our own chart from crypto.com. There we go. So the idea in JasmyCoin is maybe this is wave 1, this is a correction for wave 2, and after it's over, or again, maybe it's over already, we are going to have a huge move up into wave 3 and 4 and 5. So in terms of Elliott waves, this, I would argue, is pretty much my primary scenario that suggests our bull run is going to continue. Now, there is an unbelievably classic bullish pattern in here, but I'm going to tell you right away, I'm not really a big fan of classic patterns. Why is that? Because my main field of work in TA is Elliott Waves, and I think, at least from my point of view, this is a much better tool rather than classic patterns, and they sometimes happen in the wrong place and wrong time. And well, in those cases, they are just not going to work. Now, this time, I believe it's going to be different. Why is that? Because I am also bullish on JASMY in terms of Elliott Waves. You see, in this area, in JasmyCoin, in terms of classic patterns, I believe we are having a very clear cup and a handle structure. This is our cup. It's absolutely beautiful. And this is our handle. And here's the key. This pattern at the moment is not confirmed yet. When will it get confirmed? When we get a break of the next line around this area between, let's say, 4.5 to about 5.5 cents. Let's just do this. There we go. So if we see in JASMY a move above here and followed by that a pullback and then a continuation of the move up in order to take this high, at that point we can argue, you know what, this is indeed, in terms of classic patterns, a cup and a handle. And also, this is the key, in terms of Elliott Waves, our bullish scenario is going to indeed be in play and send us up. Now, according to this cup and handle, what is going to be our likely target? First things first, you must, this is a very important point, you must put your chart on regular scale and then measure your target, okay? There is no such thing as measuring the target on logarithmic scale. That is simply not the case. And based on that, if I just zoom in more, excuse me, let's just do this and measure our target, which is going to be the height of the cup from here to about this point. There we go. Let's just put this at our breaking point. Okay, so as you can see, our target in that case is going to be somewhere around, let's say, 11 cents, which from the current point, that is going to be about a 200% move on the upside, which I do think that it's actually realistic. So let's have a quick conclusion and wrap up today's video. Couple of things are happening in JasmyCoin that makes me say we are very much bullish. Number one, in the midterm, for the next couple of months, it seems like that we are having a wave 1, correction for wave 2, huge and a very clear 5 up into wave 3. This is a correction for 4, and at the moment I can tell you we are on our way to complete the sub waves for a big wave 5, and I just do not believe that our move up is over. Do I have some other reasons? Yes, we talked about it earlier. In terms of classic patterns, this is a very classic cup and handle structure, and it will get confirmed by the break of this important neckline, and at that point we can say the target is going to be somewhere around 11 cents, which means from the current point we can get about 170 to potentially even 200% move on the upside. And who knows, maybe at that point, if the money is going to be there, we're going to go quite a bit higher than that. I think that is definitely possible. So overall, we are looking absolutely fantastic, and I just do not believe that we are having anything to be worried about. And also, like I told you earlier, if you want to be confident about this move down being a corrective movement and not an impulse, then okay, just wait a bit more and see, are we in this move going to take this high about 4.9 cents? At that point, you can be bullish with a lot more confidence. So I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in JasmyCoin's chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.